Hello, Taurus, and welcome to your October 2018 love read. Everything you guys need to know is in the description box below if you would like to book a personal. And do keep in mind this is a general reading, so it may or may not apply to you. But I already started shuffling, and so let's just go ahead and jump right into it. So we have here the Knight of, or no, not the Knight, the Page of Cups. So in the past, I feel like you guys might have been really maybe like kind of moody and like withdrawn. Maybe something didn't work out. And you guys were like focusing on your inner self perhaps, or maybe you guys felt like you have been traveling through dark waters, through dark times for quite some time now. And this is even shown here like presently in the Four of Cups energy. You might be feeling like life isn't how you pictured it would be, or things like just aren't working out. Just, you know, life just seems kind of dull and bleak and boring, maybe even, you know, kind of sad. Maybe I'm just feeling like maybe you're sick of maybe your situation, or maybe you guys, maybe for some of you, you're still you're still thinking about like a love situation that didn't pan out. But then I was also feeling for some of you guys that, because the more I look at his face, he doesn't really look like he's looking at this, at these cups here. He looks like he's looking more out into the horizon. So I feel like some of you guys, maybe like whatever happened like in the past, maybe you guys were doing some self-reflection for quite some time, and maybe you guys are getting over this situation that didn't pan out. Maybe perhaps for some with a Cancer, because there's a crab here, but you don't have to be dealing with a Cancer. We have a fish here, which to me makes me think of Pisces as well. So you guys could have those placements in your chart, or you know, or you could be dealing with those signs. But I'm getting a lot of like inner, you guys have been doing like a lot of inner work, a lot of self-reflection, especially here at the bottom of the deck. We have here, bottom of the deck on the one side, we have the Knight of Wands. And this guy, he's looking out into the stars, into the cosmos. We have a phoenix here rising from his campfire. So I feel like Tauruses, you guys have went through some sort of transformation. You're still currently going through transformations. I feel like there's, since Uranus is, you know, like in our sign or about to be in our sign, I mean, I'm a Taurus, and I have had so much transforming and changing in my life this past year. And I feel like it's the same for you guys as well. And not just in love, in life in general. So I feel like a lot of you guys are really, you know, doing a lot of like reflecting and, you know, reflecting on your inner self. You guys are really diving into your spirituality. You guys are looking up to the stars, to the cosmos for answers. You know, just really exploring your spirituality. And then you also have the Magician here on the other side of the deck. So I feel like this is, in this card, night is meeting day here. So I feel like a lot of you guys have been facing a lot of your like shadow side, like your dark aspects to yourself, and also like the good qualities of yourself. I feel like all of these transformations, you guys have been dealing with a lot of dark aspects to yourselves. Lots of like negative emotions coming up to the surface, especially if this was like a fucked up love situation. Maybe someone turned their back on you in the past, and you guys were kind of like hung up on it. Or this is just you feeling like life is not going your way, you know, like nothing really seems to be going your way. Maybe for a time, or, you know, for quite some time, you guys were maybe hung up on these cups that were spilled over. But I'm feeling strongly that you guys are starting to heal and move on from this. And I feel like you guys really aren't giving a fuck anymore about these spilled cups. You're waiting for your ships to come in. See, because we have the 4 cups here again on this side, and there's a ship coming in. And I feel like maybe you guys have been trying to manifest, trying to bring something in, but I feel like you guys are just waiting right now. I feel like with both of these cards, this is just a very, very contemplative energy. Maybe you guys are doing meditations. Maybe you guys are like journaling and stuff. Just trying to bring about good things into your life. And then I was looking, there is the 8 of Wands here, so maybe someone's trying to manifest communication with you, or vice versa. You're trying to manifest communication with someone. And then there's the 2 of Pentacles under there, so maybe someone's juggling, like sending a message, or, you know, communicating perhaps. And this is taking a lot of strength. Maybe for some, you're waiting for communication to come about. Oh yeah, look, and then underneath that, we have the Empress here. And even though her back is turned, I think this is, when her back is turned, like she's still bringing in a lot of abundance, even when her back is turned. But there's more important things, Taurus, that you guys need to worry about, besides love, I feel. Maybe you guys are more worried and focused on maybe like your pentacles, or you're more focused on your spirituality and growing into a better version of yourself, perhaps. Or maybe you guys are just more focused on getting to a good place inside yourself, in your life, you know, physically. I just feel like all aspects. I feel like Tauruses, you guys just aren't really content right now, and you might just be waiting for things to change. And while you guys are waiting for things to change, you're working on yourself. And then more towards, because 2 cards flew out. These cards came out together when I was shuffling. So I just made 2 other piles to go with these cards. So we do have the Lovers here and the Queen of Pentacles. So the Lovers is Gemini energy. So you guys could have Gemini in your chart, or maybe we have, you know, some Taurus Gemini cuspers watching this. I'm a cusp. I was born on the cusp. And I feel like this could be you. I feel like some of you guys are trying to work towards getting to like getting to be the Queen of Pentacles, or maybe for some of you, you guys could be dealing with an earth sign. If you're not dealing with a water sign, you could be dealing with any sign. Let me read to you. But I do feel like something good is coming in. Yeah, so I feel like you guys are going to be faced with a choice. It says, if you are faced with the choice, know that it will be easier if your significant other understands and supports that decision. If that doesn't fit for you, have an internal dialogue with your shadow self to gain clarity about your choices. Yeah, so the Lovers does represent choices as well. And we do have an angel here. So I feel like your angels, your guides, the universe is watching over you. That they are helping to assist, or they want to help assist you in making the right choices. And don't be afraid to call on your angels or your spirit guides to help you. That's really what I'm feeling right now with this card. Just don't be afraid to reach out to the higher powers and ask them for help in this situation if you need help in making a choice. Maybe you guys are waiting for someone to come in. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles here. So what is she? I'm still learning this deck. Yeah, see, because there's a lot of cards about like inner reflection. Like this is a lot of like inner reflection. The Page of Cups, when his back is turned, this is about, a lot of inner self-reflection. And now, leading more into the future, this is more of your outer self. It says, her strength comes from nature and its cycles of renewal. She is patient through the hard times because she knows that spring will always come again. Her hawk symbolizes her ability to see the big picture as well as the details. Those who love her cannot imagine their world without her. So maybe something good is going to happen in springtime, Taurus. Maybe around our birthday. Maybe anywhere from like March to May. Or this could just be something new, something fresh pertaining to your love life. Maybe some of you guys are finally like seeing like the bigger picture of things, because the hawk is here. So maybe, this hawk looks, to me, it looks like this hawk just came down from the sky and landed right here on her headwear. And I think he delivered a message to the queen here about all the details and what is really going on. So maybe some of you guys could be receiving messages from your higher self, perhaps the higher realms, or could be receiving because here's another bird in this picture. And we did see the Eight of Wands and bottom of the deck, communicate clearly. So some sort of communications coming in, whether it's through, like social media, or someone's writing a letter, or You hear from somebody that like knows this person who, you know, who like knows, you know, the both of you. Maybe they're like, oh, so and so was asking about you, or you know, just be open to, you know, just be willing to communicate clearly. Try not to be like too stubborn if some of you guys are still kind of like still kind of hurt from the situation. But I do feel like Taurus, we have been moving into a better place recently, and I do feel like this communication is revolving around deception, maybe like deception in the past, but just, you know, always be aware of any red flags that people might give off. But somebody, whether this was you or who you were dealing with, somebody was being very deceptive, whether this was in the past or recently. But I feel like there might be communication coming in about deception. So, oh, look, underneath that, romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So maybe deception and communication about feelings. Maybe somebody wasn't letting on about how much they really did like or care for this person, which is why there's a need to communicate clearly. Wow, and I couldn't help, wait, if we look at this, underneath communicate clearly, the situation will improve. Okay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Good stuff, good stuff. Let's dive deeper, because I am going to shuffle another deck. So let's see. So we have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So yeah, there was definite attraction between the both of you guys. Oh, and pages, I think, are considered like immature. So maybe someone was being like immature in the past, or being immature about emotions. But there was attraction. Reconsider. So someone would reconsidered something in the past. Maybe they reconsidered giving their cup to you, giving an offer to you, or you reconsidered. So someone was contemplating and reconsidering something here, whether that was you or who you were dealing with. Then we got, it is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And you got wait. So yeah, this is definitely an energy of waiting. Now, I don't know if this is like the universe wanting you to wait a little bit longer until, you know, because I do see good things coming in for you. I see fertile, abundant times coming in the future, because, you know, this field is very luscious. She's got some fruit growing at her feet. She's got her coin here. So I do see, you know, stability, abundant times coming. Yeah, look, there's like an orchard behind her. I see some, you know, messages coming in. Some sort of information coming in. Yeah, but the universe does want you to know it is safe for you to love. You might not be feeling like it is, but the universe does want you to know this. It is safe for you to love. And yeah, you guys are just waiting right now. waiting for your ships to come in. I feel like you guys have been putting in a lot of work, a lot of effort into yourself, into improving your life and your situation, this love situation. And now you guys are waiting. And you might be getting sick of waiting. You might be getting impatient. You might be like, oh my God, when are my ships coming in? When are they coming in? We're going to dive deeper. Let's keep going. So we have stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So yeah, definitely, the universe, I feel, is conspiring. The higher realms are conspiring to bring you, to bring you who you are meant to be with. If you believe, yeah. But you need to believe that this is possible for you, that you are worth it, that you are worth, having a good relationship, a healthy relationship with someone. Stay optimistic. It might be very hard, to stay that way when you're in this energy, and especially if you've been waiting for what seems like forever. But what you believe, what you hold in your mind, you will manifest. So make sure that that you were trying to stay as positive as you can, try and stay as optimistic as you can, because there's definitely something coming in for you guys, something good, whether this is a new person or just renewing something in the past with somebody, if this is like a past person trying to come in. But just be aware of deception. Be aware, the universe will be testing some people, so if this is someone, coming back from the past, just be aware of any red flags, any deceptive behaviors, or anyone new coming in. Always be aware of any sort of deception. Always trust your gut feelings. I feel like Tauruses, we are very good at picking up the vibes of people around us. I feel like we have a very good bullshit fucking radar detection. We're just good at detecting bullshit. So, trust yourself, stay optimistic, just know and believe that something good is coming in for you. And what's this? Playfulness and not the right time. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Okay. Let's pull, because that last part's not really making any sense to me. But I'm going to pull from another deck. But what's not the right time? Why is this not the right time? What is this? This is not the right time presently for what you're inquiring about. This answer is not a no, just a not yet. Have patience. Your angels will give you a sign when the timing is perfect. Yeah, so just be mindful of any synchronicities that might be happening around you. I have been seeing a lot of signs, a lot of synchronicities, but I still haven't seen shit yet. But I'm being patient. I'm not even sweating it anymore. I'm not. And I feel like you guys might be in the same energy as me. I'm kind of fucking over this bullshit. Fuck this. I want my ships to come in. I want something, new. I'm trying to get into this energy of believing that there is something more and that there is better for me. And I feel like you guys are starting to step into that energy as well. But there's still a need to wait. Maybe the universe, I feel like they're still working behind the scenes. They still might be tweaking some things up for us. But I feel like whoever comes in for you, they're going to be very playful, or they're going to bring a playful side out of you. And this could also just be like the energy of the person coming in. Like this person just could be very, you know, fertile, very abundant, you know, just strong, you know, just secure, stable. But for right now, maybe in October, it's still not the right time as of yet. So just, you know, keep the faith, stay optimistic, hold on a little bit longer. I know that we have been going through it, Taurus, for quite some time, but we are a patient sign, so I guess, well, so they say. I haven't been feeling patient at all this year, but we should try and pull on that, you know, good quality of ours and, you know, just wait. There's still a need to wait. But I do feel like messages and communication, some sort of information will be coming in. So we have the astrology reading cards I want to get into. There's the zodiac sign cards, the house cards, and the planet cards. So, sorry if you can hear me clicking, I have music on. So it says, the planet cards represent the part of your personality engaged in the question or issue, the part of you that is activated or affected. Mars, your physical energy, drive, strength, and fighting spirits. So for some of you guys, maybe you feel like your energy or like your strength or like your drive to do anything has been pretty low. I feel like you might be getting to the point where you're just finally like, okay, universe, I surrender. I surrender. And this might have been a long time coming. Mars is also, you know, like the planet of war. I think it has to do with passion, your anger. Maybe some of you guys were pissed off for a while. Angry at this person, the situation, maybe angry at yourself. So let's see, Mars. Or for some of you, Mars rules Aries, so you could be dealing with an Aries. What else does Mars rule? Does Mars rule another sign? Let's see. Or you know, try and find out what like where Mars is sitting in your chart as well. That could be very helpful to know. Like my Mars is in Leo. Yeah, in astrology, Mars represents your energy. So for some of you guys, I'm not feeling like your energy might be at the highest, maybe for some of you, but I'm feeling like, you know, you guys are just finally surrendering, and you're giving this up to a higher power. You've surrendered whatever this love situation was, and I feel like you guys are wanting to move on and focus more on yourself, you know? And not to, you know, make this about myself, but like I can so totally relate to this, you know? Like maybe for some of you guys, you were putting people above yourself. And now it's time to give back to yourself, to love yourself, focus on yourself. This could also represent, you know, like sex drive, your like sexual urges as well, sexual aggression, your ambition. Maybe some of you guys are just really starting. Maybe you guys are feeling the drive to get to this Queen of Pentacles energy. You know, you might be wanting to you know, just make abundance for yourself. Build your own throne, build your own kingdom. It says, there is a note of caution with this card, since we can be so fired up that we become quarrelsome or overly aggressive in defense of ourselves. You may want to stop and ask yourself if you might later regret any actions you take. If the matter in hand concerns someone else, you may want to be wary of their temper or unreasonable demands. This card symbolizes the thrusting willpower to achieve mastery and domination. Your fiery competitive spirit is engaged, and this will give you the strength and determination to win and succeed. And I feel like you guys are determined to win and succeed in life. And, you know, and with it talking about like your temper and stuff, I'm feeling like we're not very quick, Taurus, to like snap or like fly off the handle, but maybe recently you guys have been, you know, just flying off the handle recently, you know, just your like your patience just has been worn thin. And I feel like when we do get mad, once we start, like we don't stop. Like it takes a while, you know, to stop. Like once you get a bull going, like that's it. Like you got us fucking going. Yeah. Mars can also be rallied as a defense mechanism. It is a primitive survival instinct that will defend our home, loved ones, possessions, and ego against criticisms or threat. So maybe you guys are feeling very protective when it comes to your heart now. You guys are really, really placing a strong guard on your heart. You know, you don't ever want to have someone pull you down so low again. And you guys are tired of waiting. You're getting angry and frustrated with waiting. Let's do a zodiac sign card. Guys, I feel you, guys. I am right with you along with this, because I have been feeling pretty pissed the fuck off lately too about a lot of shit. Yeah, it says the zodiac sign cards represent the universal energy that colors the question or issue, the influence around you, or the general feeling around the matter. So don't get too hung up on what sign comes out, guys. This is just the energies. Aquarius. This energy is freedom-loving, rebellious, idealistic, and technological. So some of you guys could be wanting to break free from something. You could have Aquarius in your chart. I have Aquarius in 3 placements in my chart. Aquarius is, it's a very humanitarian energy. You guys could be feeling very rebellious here, paired with Mars energy. Or, you know, some of you guys could be fighting for something, or fighting to get to the truth of this deception in the past, or whenever you experienced this deception, had you really pissed off and just thrown off balance, perhaps. So let's read. So Aquarius, but some of you guys could be dealing with one, or an air sign, but it could be any sign. Yeah, so this is just the energy surrounding the issue. So what is this, page 40? Yeah. So maybe someone's, because this is about technology as well, so maybe someone's maybe like lurking on social media, whether this is you or who you're dealing with, could be lurking, some spying on social media, and it's like a very visionary energy as well. So maybe some of you guys have some sort of vision in your minds that you're working towards, or maybe some of you guys, I feel like maybe your energy might be starting to come back. Maybe you can feel like some of your strength and like your drive, like all of this starting to come back, like slowly. And you guys are now starting to envision a better life for yourself. You're starting to envision what it is that you want for yourself. You know, not everything is about a man or a woman. You know, do you live your life, and who is meant for you will come in. I feel like Taurus, you guys are just really focused on the future right now. And we are entering into the age of Aquarius as well. Or maybe, you know, some of you guys are wanting some sort of peace with this person or this situation. Maybe you guys are going within and you're just making peace with the situation, surrendering, moving on, and maybe you know, going within and you know, making peace with the past will bring about this transformation. Oh, and Aquarius is also a fixed energy as well. You know, Taurus is a fixed sign, so is Aquarius, so is Scorpio and Leo. They're the stubborn signs of the zodiac. So And some of you guys might be very drawn to numerology and astrology at this time. Maybe a lot of you guys have been seeing repeating numbers, or you've just been seeing like they're not just repeating numbers. Like maybe you've been seeing, I don't know, like the number 34 or something, like repeatedly all the time, or you're just seeing a lot of like synchronicities. I know I said that already, but I don't know why I said that again. Yeah, but it says there is a fixed quality to this energy, and it can make one quite stubborn and intransigent. For although the Aquarian mantra is about change, Aquarius wants to change the rest of the world and does not want to change itself. Yeah, so I feel like a lot of you guys are wanting change, but like in your life, maybe when it comes to like your home, this love situation, your finances, but there's a need to go within and change yourself first. You have to go within, do the work within, work on yourself, work on vibrating at the level of what it is that you're trying to attract and bring into your life, if that's making sense to anyone. Change starts with you. Change starts with us. We need to work on ourselves, change ourselves first before we could see change come about in our physical reality. It says those who are Aquarian in nature are very good at telling everyone else how to transform, but they are completely unwilling to accept any advice themselves. And some of you guys, you might be getting to a point where maybe you are starting to accept the more like eccentric qualities or sides to yourself, or maybe you're meeting somebody who's very like eccentric, someone who's just very different, someone who's not afraid to be different. And then let's pull from the house cards. It says, the house cards represent the area of your life affected by the question or issue, the sphere of your life the matter is playing out in. Oh, look, bottom of the deck, Libra. This energy is gracious, diplomatic. It seeks harmony and balance in relationships. So we are in Libra season. I feel like even if it doesn't seem like it now, things are starting to balance out in your life, or maybe you're coming to a place where you're starting maybe to feel more balanced within yourself. Yeah, and then bottom of the deck, Saturn, the part of you that accepts challenge to gain wisdom. So I feel like you guys have been facing a lot of challenges. You have been going through a lot of hurdles, and you guys have grown from this. You guys have gained a lot of wisdom from this, whatever it is that you have went through. I feel like a lot of you guys, this lesson might have been about self-love and putting yourself first, and not just giving your all to people who don't appreciate it. So let's pull from the house cards. So what's the area in Taurus's life that's affected? The 8th house. This transformational area of your life is about shared resources and intense emotions. We have a butterfly here. transformations. Look at this, 2 rings. 2 rings here. Commitment, perhaps. Cycles, things going around and around in circles. But there is definite transformation coming. Yeah, and then bottom of the deck, the 3rd house, your potential to learn something and your local neighborhood. So, yeah, I feel like you guys, might be learning something, or you have learned something from this situation. Oh, where's the, here it is. The 8th house. Excuse me. It says, when we relate deeply to another person, it transforms us forever. We are the sum total of all those with whom we have shared penetrating emotions. The 8th house can represent the area of life where we succumb to the intoxicating love of another and where we abandon ourselves to passion and helpless acquiescence. For some of you guys, this could be the birth of a baby. Yeah, I'm feeling like you guys might have felt betrayed by someone, which could be why Mars is here. You guys could have been partaking in destructive behaviors. You know, maybe you were drinking too much, smoking too much, eating too much. You know, maybe just not really caring about like your health, or maybe just not really caring too much about anything. You know, whatever destructive behaviors mean to you. Or maybe whoever you were dealing with, they were, no, but I mean, this is more for you. I don't really know if the other person you were dealing with was acting destructive, but could be. Maybe you guys were dealing with a lot of feelings of like, maybe like anger and hatred, jealousy. Maybe some of you guys wanted to get revenge. But it says, this area of your life contains all that will transform and change you. So the end of a chapter in your life is possible as you are taken from one state of being to be reborn into another. The butterfly on this card represents the similar process of a caterpillar becoming a chrysalis and then a butterfly. Mystically, you may be connecting with your family history and reliving some karmic destiny. But ultimately, these experiences are all about your growth and transformation in the circle of life. It says, money or goods that belong to others and the possessions we share with partners are also covered by the 8th house. And difficulty can arise if love turns into bitter hatred and things have to be divided up. Yeah, so some of you guys could be speaking maybe with like lawyers or like a counselor or something, or just some sort of authority figure for some. And also with the 8th house, for some of you guys, there might be some sort of like inheritance coming in. But whatever this love situation was, it definitely brought about some sort of transformation within yourself, Taurus. And I feel like you're still going through this this transformation currently. But I do feel like, you know, we are coming out of the worst of it. You know, we are coming into a place of healing, and we are growing and transforming. We have learned from this. Yeah, and this is just emphasized again with the third house, your potential to learn something in your local neighborhood. So maybe, you know, you guys did low or grow, and you learned from this situation. I feel like you guys know what it is that you learned. It might be different for everyone. And for some of you guys, maybe your neighborhood is of concern to you. Maybe for some, you guys moved. Maybe you moved different neighborhoods, or whoever you were dealing with. Maybe they moved to a different neighborhood, or yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. I hope this made sense to you guys, Taurus. Please comment, like, share, subscribe if it did. And I hope to be back soon with another video for you guys. So again, before I leave, you know, I just wanted to say, again, please stay optimistic when it comes, not just to your love life, but in, you know, your life in general. And, you know, believe that you are worthy of all good things. Believe that you are worthy of a good love, that you are worthy of abundance. You are worthy of this throne that you are sitting on. You are worthy of this communication, in these higher messages that are coming in for you. Just, you know, stay optimistic. I feel good things are coming in for us, Taurus, but there's still a need to wait. Okay? I feel like the universe is still tying up some things with this person that you're dealing with, and just because it's not the right time right now doesn't mean it's not going to be the right, you know, not the right time forever. Okay, this is just for right now. I feel like there are more important things that you guys need to focus on. So, and you guys know what that is. So you guys, you know, focus on yourself, give back to yourself, focus and get done the things that you need to get done. You know, live your life for you. You know, put yourself first, love yourself first. Know that it is safe to love, whether, you know, someone new comes in, or, you know, if it's this, you know, this old person. But do be mindful of any deception. But I feel like the deception did have to do with someone's feelings. But, you know, just live your life for you. Focus on yourself, stack your coins, work on your foundation, and you'll find that, you know, what is meant for you will come in for you. What is meant for you will not pass you, you know. And let's work on building up our strength again, our fighting spirit again. I feel like, you know, we got knocked around and pushed down pretty hard, and it's been rough on us all with Uranus coming in our signs and having all of these, you know, unexpected, you know, sudden changes coming up, and all of these transformations. It's very hard on a fixed earth sign like us. It is. Stay strong. We're getting through it. And I feel like slowly our strength, our drive, our fighting spirit is coming back. So yeah, I'm sorry guys. What are we? We're at 55 minutes now. So I'll let you guys go, and I hope to be back soon with another reading for you guys. So bye.